Brunch with Black Tea. I'm Miko.
Candace.
I'm Melinda.
And once again, we're here at the round table, welcoming you guys into our brunchers to the table.
That's right. That's right.
We got our wonderful brunch here today, and we're going to get started, let you know what we got going on.
Okay.
Because I think we have a really awesome show today. I think you guys are going to really like what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
Kind of takes us back to when we first started, what we were talking about and what we get into as far as business and all of that good stuff. So we'll let you know what all that is in a minute. Yeah. So, but for starters, we're going to go ahead and let you know what we're having for brunch today. So we have a wonderful pasta salad on a bed of spinach. So it's an avocado pasta salad on a bed of spinach. Okay. So it has with garlic bread and deviled eggs. Oh my God, just the perfect little light, nice combination, So it has just regular salad pasta, so it's the shortcut pasta. And we have, so I cheated, and you guys can do this. You can cheat when it comes to like putting in like different stuff. So instead of chopping up all the tomatoes and the onions and the cilantro, I went and got the pico de gallo.
Yeah,
perfect. Because it's already done. You know what I'm saying? So you got a little bit of pico de gallo in there. You add some fresh avocado in there. You want to put some fresh mint in there. Get you some mint, chop it up real good. Put some mint in there.
You get that breath right too.
Yeah,
at the same damn time.
And some mint in there, and then put like so this is 2 cups of pasta. So with the 2 cups of pasta, you want to add 1 fresh lemon. So you want to squeeze a fresh lemon and only do the lemon juice on there. And then put you on a nice zesty Italian dressing and mix it up all good.
Or of your choice.
Or your choice, yeah. You can put any dressing of your choice. I use the zesty Italian dressing. You put it over a nice bed of spinach or kale or whatever it is that you want. And
this is really refreshing. I was just thinking that, you know what it feels like? Summertime.
It does. The words right out of my mouth.
Cause we always thinking of like this. Always in my head. My goodness, no, seriously, y'all, this tastes like the beach.
Yeah, it does.
It's just like I want to be at a barbecue.
Yeah, you can even pack it up and put it for a picnic. You know what I mean? It's a nice little picnic.
It's so robust. Like that's what keep my kids. That for my husband.
Yeah.
When he put like a kick to it, it got a little kick on it. Like it's really, really good.
It's that lemon.
Give it that
They got a lot of lemon in a lot of my foods. It's like soups and pastas and things like that because it just helps bring the citrusy brings out that flavor of everything else in there. So eliminate you having to put salt. You add the lemon. Because the lemon takes the place of the salt. Because the lemon brings out the flavor just like salt brings out your flavor. But so you don't have to put that salt, you put that lemon in, baby. Oh, you got something.
Me, I feel like lemon helps cut the calories. So it's like, a little lemon on top is, it's cutting fat somewhere. You know what I mean?
You can look at it like that too.
Yeah. But it's definitely like that.
I'm down for that work all the time.
Yeah.
Cut the fat all. Come on now.
So this is something you guys can definitely do. If you're having like a nice little brunch at home, with your friends and everything, a nice, after Sunday afternoon, after whatever afternoon you want to do.
Right.
Or even for dinner treat with your kids. If you want something, something light,
Yes, it's
and
not a lot of work.
It's very universal. If you're vegetarian, definitely something you can do.
What vegetables do you have in here?
So right now it's just it has cabbage in it, right? Yellow. Green cabbage. Green cabbage, red cabbage. It has onions, tomatoes. It has cilantro. It has mint, and it has carrots. And then you have it on a bed of spinach.
But you can even do this like as a meal altogether, or as a side to like a meat steak or something. You know what I mean? And you can add either some shrimp or chicken inside.
Add you some protein in there.
Yeah.
Add you some protein in there.
A whole sneaky snack.
Take it up a notch.
That's what you do.
Definitely. But and then the avocados give it a little bit of a.
Cause that shrimp with that lemon.
Yeah.
No, that shrimp with that lemon would just be like.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm like. Yeah, that's
meat or something.
Here she go.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Now we getting extravagant.
So.
Wait, you got some egg in here? Oh, what's that?
The egg is just the devil egg on the side.
I was like, oh, because that's what I want. That's what I'm like.
That's what I'm missing. I heard you introduce this deviled egg. Because that's what I'm waiting for.
Oh, so let me tell you. So the deviled egg is, you got your typical deviled egg. What I did today, all I did was add a little bit. You guys know I am so partial to Chipotle. I love Chipotle. I love everything Chipotle.
I love to hear her say it.
Okay, everything Chipotle. So therefore, you just mix up your yolk with the little bit of onion powder, garlic powder. And then you add in some relish, of course, your mayo, and then you put some chipotle seasoning in there. Mix it up real good. Oh my God, it's so good. And then you just toss over some, of course, some paprika, the traditional, you know, paprika. But that chipotle really gives it a different
It's so
kick.
good.
It gives it a different kick.
The only time I like the yolk.
I didn't taste it right now, but as my chewing is coming to an end, I can taste it.
And it pairs well with the citrusy from the
oh yeah, that's
from the pasta.
It's on point.
You know, it definitely pairs with the citrusy from the pasta.
Why do I make them legs? I love them.
I love them too, and I don't make them either.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. I only eat excuse me. I only eat the yolk. Really, like this is when it's an adult egg. Like I like my egg just egg white.
Egg white.
But this right here, or I can do scrambled eggs with some grits.
Right.
Both of them together.
Okay.
Yeah. If not, I gotta have some spinach and cheese in it. But anywho,
Or it gotta be made as a frittata because she loved that frittata, y'all.
oh yeah, yes, that potato was bomb. I mean, like just
Hot
egg,
yolk.
scrambled egg is good. Yeah, I can do that. But like when looking at it, like how it looked like the egg with the yolk, I used to be like, I'm not trying that. The egg be having going on. These are really good. It really complements the pasta salad. That's why I need a little bit of egg. I forgot because you hadn't introduced it. That's okay. That's okay.
And then on your side, instead of putting, you know, you have a salad, you don't add croutons or anything like that. You don't want all that in there. Just get you a little piece of, you know, garlic toast. We have some garlic toast. Look, you can stand here. I know you guys have watched other episodes. There was another episode and I made some homemade garlic, you know, garlic butter and everything, which is awesome. But honey, you don't have to
Keep
do
it
that.
simple. Yeah.
You don't have to do that. You can go to the your local grocery store and get you some already made garlic butter. And the kind I like, surprisingly, is by Kroger. And it's a
Yeah, I do. I love it.
But what do you call it? Because it's something. It's not homemade. It's a mix of homemade and it's a mix of store bought. So it's a name for that. What is it?
You know what? I remember that because Sandra Lee from the Food Network used to always talk about it.
And it really is because it's like, you know, when you think about cooking, especially when you want to do something different, not the same, you know, spaghetti and chicken and you know, you want to mix something. You always think, oh, it's too much work, but it's really not. You could take a little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of that to make a completely different meal. It's simple.
Absolutely.
It doesn't all have to be homemade.
Yeah.
And it can be a mix.
Especially if you have kids, you're on the go, you're on the rush, or even when you're planning something big, a huge party or anything that you're planning. Sometimes
cut the corners a little bit.
You don't have time to sit there and cut everything up like that.
And if we interrogate, I wouldn't even know because this don't look like it's just a quick meal. It looks like you put some work into it. Some thought, you know what I mean? Even though it's simple, it seems like it's thought out, you know?
My thought was the recipe of it coming together.
Right. No, it really is. But that's subjective.
That's the only heavy thought I had.
I mean, but as a working mom, you know, wife, whatever, you want to be able to make these meals and not, you know, be
overexert yourself. Have to overexert.
Exactly.
Like, I'm trying to be quick and not no canned good either.
Yeah,
all
right.
the time.
Frozen.
Come on, man.
Right.
I mean, well, frozen is fine depending on what you use it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I will give me some frozen.
Yeah, I mean,
broccoli.
quick, yeah.
I will do that. Put that thing up in the little.
Make it like a soup or a casserole. Or
But I was
like
gonna tell you on our other shows when you made the with one of your foods that you made was the soup you had.
Which one?
The bean. The bean.
Oh, the white bean soup or the 3-bean one?
The white bean. The white bean one.
Yeah. I was just talking about that taco salad, the bean salad. That was really good.
Oh my gosh.
I just asked her to give me the recipe because I need
Yes, that was really good with the spinach and and no meat. Yeah, no.
That's what it is.
That was the main part. That I was like,
but the main part being the beans.
well, no. When I say that, I mean it didn't have no meat in it, and people that don't eat spinach, that's why I said instead of having it just sitting out one by one, you mix it up the way she had it already because they won't ask for it.
They won't even put it in there, even if it
They
was there.
look at that like spinach, nachos, what?
Right.
That's not working.
Saute.
She made that thing work. It was delicious.
Oh, okay, because it was sauteed. It wasn't leafy like this.
Oh, yeah,
That's
no.
what it was. Okay,
Sauteed spinach,
Yeah, it was sauteed.
But it's so good.
It just looked like seasoning. It just looked like seasoning on that bread.
Right, yeah. No, because I was like, I don't remember it being no leafy spinach like this with the beans.
No, oh no.
You know, but it was good. Go back a couple of videos and you'll see what I'm talking about.
So, if you guys want the recipe for this awesome pasta salad, go ahead and leave us a comment down below and let us know Or you can definitely reach out to us on Instagram at events_at_black tea.
Yes.
We can get back to you with the recipe. And while you're at it, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this video. Because I think we're going to have a whole lot of other stuff going on that you're going to enjoy.
Yes.
So if you're subscribed to the video, you'll definitely get, alerts.
You'll be in the know. You'll be in the know.
Right.
You'll subscribe.
And you will be one of our brunchers. So every Sunday we'll be at this
Y'all need
brunch
that in your
table
life,
with
I'm
us,
telling
okay?
y'all.
We like to have casual conversation about real stuff that's going on.
Look, I think it's something for everybody. I said if you're into food and you want to know how to make something simple and quick and that's good, you can watch it for that.
Right.
If you want to know about it, what's going on and what's in the know, you can watch it for that. If you like both, it's a double win.
Right.
We got something for everybody.
Win.
Right.
And if you guys are into, if you're trying to, plan a party, do an event, or if you even just are into personalized gifts and things like that, check out our website at blackteacomplete.com. And we can definitely get that for you too, because we have tons of different things that we offer. We're not just a podcast, a show. We also have a full business on event planning, catering, and also gifts, even home goods, anything that you need, from candles to wall art to anything that you need, and you can get anything that you need personalized, from gifts for an event, shirts
for your reunion. I'm telling y'all,
family reunion, everything. So we are definitely complete when I say complete, Black Tea Complete.
Yes,
so check it out, www.blackteacomplete.com. Get you anything that you need. Okay. So now, ladies, we're gonna go ahead and finish this meal here, guys, and then we're gonna go ahead and jump into this conversation. And today we're gonna get, like I said, we're gonna go back to the to our original when we started out. If anybody knew, we were all about bringing businesses together and giving us information about businesses and starting a business and what you need to do.
Right.
So what we're going to talk about today is going to be actually the difference between branding and marketing your business.
Okay.
A lot of people get that confused and they don't really understand that that's actually two separate things.
Right.
So we're going to talk about that. So give us a second, guys. We're going to go ahead and get rid of these dishes and we'll be right back. Alright, so we're back, and we finished off our food.
Yes,
it was so good.
So good.
Thank you guys for joining us for brunch. Once again.
Yes.
So we're gonna go ahead and get into this because it's so funny because I was actually on. What made me think about this topic is I was actually online, looking up like how to and information about how to brand and how to market yourself, and I'm putting in both of the names together, how to brand and market yourself.
You was doing brand /
right.
Okay.
But it kept giving me separate definitions and separate information, and I'm like, okay, well, what is the difference? So when I really started reading it really got into the difference of it. And let me see, it's written down, so guys, I can't remember all this, but I just want to get just give you the definition of it. So basically, marketing is the promotion of a business or a product or service to a target audience. So that's what you're marketing yourself. When you brand yourself, branding in the initial basically is where is it? Branding. Oh goodness gracious, where is the definition?
Right here, branding.
Oh, branding is the strategy. Well, it basically is the strategy. It
encompasses your tactical goals in order to determine your brand.
I didn't see that. Well, I'm looking at the paper, I didn't see that.
You need to ask yourself several questions.
Yeah. So basically, branding yourself is becoming who you are. It's establishing.
So that's the start to me.
It's the start.
So branding would come before marketing.
I think we'll come up,
So we're gonna go with steps then.
Yeah.
Steps to
building your business.
Branding is number one.
Branding is number one.
Okay, because what is it now?
Because it's basically it's
making
your strategy. Yeah, it's establishing who you are. So you pick your name. So you have your concept. You pick your business name.
Okay.
Now it's time your logo and all of that good stuff. And now it's time for you to take those things and put them together and create a brand. Once you create a brand, then you market the brand.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay. I thought it was very interesting, like, because
Because a lot of times, often, especially as entrepreneurs, that we think that branding and marketing, which they do go hand in hand, but they're not the same.
Exactly.
And so when we out there trying to do everything, we trying to do everything all at once, and it's like people don't even know who you are yet, and why you putting this out there until you can really fully tell us who you are and what you do and what you have to offer. Then you marketing it just looks like a bunch of jumble mumble.
Right. That's just like people who sit at home and have a business or things like that. What I used to do for so long, a lot of people would think that people are just gonna know you're there. They're not gonna know you're there.
That's the word of mouth.
Right. So you sat there and did all this stuff. You're creating all this stuff and have this awesome name and business and product and everything. And you're sitting there. You had that. What you're doing at that time is you're branding yourself.
Right.
You're creating that brand. But now it's time to market the brand. Now it's time to get out there and show people who you are, what you're doing. And that's where you can't.
Black tea.
Black tea. Right.
Right.
That's why we're gonna be on the streets soon, y'all. We're about to be on the streets. We're taking it mobile, honey. Mobile, baby. I can't wait. I'm excited. Because I had to take tips from that too. I had to take tips from, because I kept telling myself like, I get business and everything. We get the business, we have the clients come in and everything, but it's not doing what it should because the response back from what we can deliver is like, it's a wow factor. People are like, oh my gosh.
It's a wow that they never heard of you.
Right.
So it's not like.
And even the products though, they're like, oh my God, this is so nice. Oh, this is beautiful. This is that. And you're like, okay, well, how come it's not coming like I'm expecting?
Right.
And that's because I haven't marketed the right way.
Because you've been branding. You've been branding this whole time.
We've been sitting here trying to create snowball.
We've been together.
Right. And then the word of mouth was good, but that's not. You can't depend on that to be your only marketing source. You know what I'm saying?
True. And what you want business to come from is people who don't know you. You want to that's where you get the most, even they're your biggest supporters.
Yes,
they are.
Because unfortunately, sometimes when you get the people that do know you, they want to come and compete with you versus, helping you. And the other thing that they, people do too, when they want to take your brand and they want to build their brand based on what you are doing.
And that's why what's important about the branding thing is to make sure you get it trademarked and all registered.
Make sure
because that's part of your branding. And when you don't do that, then you leave yourself and you're leaving it back open for somebody else to take your idea, your concept, and make it theirs. And now when you come back and try to market yours, you the copycat when actually
right. So one of the questions that I saw on there was like, how does marketing affect your everyday life? A lot of we don't necessarily think that it is, but it is.
Well, we get some little messages through commercials and social media.
Right, and it says all aspects of your life. Now this is coming from sources on the internet. All aspects of your life has a great impact on consumers' behavior. Marketing helps to meet consumers' expectations. After the appearance of marketing, brands started to produce their products after the analyzing of consumers' needs and desires. It helps people to get more qualitative things, which is good. Which is what it is. Once you brand yourself, you have to know the market you're trying to get into. So while you're branding, you're creating, you're sitting there saying, okay, well, this is the target market that I'm going after.
Right.
So when you get ready to get out there with your marketing, you know who to attack, who to go after.
Your demographic.
Your demographic. Not to say, but see, the good thing about some brands is, and like it says, like Nike and different companies like that, they have a target market, but their brand is
universal.
so
wide,
right, that it reaches everybody. But they still have a target market,
especially for a particular line or whatever. It's for the teenagers and stuff. Is a mature audience. Sometimes like, that's cute. I like that to go with my and such.
And then like I said too, that's what helps companies take their brand and not crossover, and also create other brands within that brand. You know what I'm saying? Sub-brands. You want to call it that. So like Nike has their, they know what they started off sports, targeting sports, and then they saw, hey, we have a market in, track, or we have a market in golf, and we have a market in walking shoes, and we have a market, they have a market in everything.
And that's not only was that the little trademark, but it's their slogan too.
Yes.
So if you can get a trademark with a check, let's just do it. So many different things.
I like that. That's amazing.
So like, okay, so it says here also, how do people deliver today, and what do we think will work? Traditional marketing activities include hosting customer events, so like, you know, pop-up shops and you know, little parties and things like that. Participating in the community. You know what I'm saying? Getting out there, because you're marketing your brand now. You're putting your brand out there.
Yes.
Creating television, radio, and ads. Well, you know, spots.
We get there.
We get there.
YouTube is big.
Sending out direct mail. That used to be really big back in the day, but so many people don't really deal with the mailbox anymore.
Right.
But it still works, because like when you're working at certain restaurants and stuff like that, coupons and in the stores, people look for the coupons and things like that. So sometimes you can still do it. Renting billboards, sending customer custom employees out with billboards to wave at the customers and things like that. So you can put people on the street that got signs and stuff like that. You see that all the time.
Yes.
Newspapers, magazines, and trade shows. So those are different things that you can do that can help market your brand once you get it all complete.
And really, that sums up to me is that you got to spend money to make money.
You got to.
That branding is a part of you establishing who you are, but you have to spend money in order to do that.
Right.
To market, to brand to your audience, and you cannot do that just by
You talking about branding or you talking about marketing?
I think both. You have to spend
I'm
money.
gonna say, because to me it is like both, but to me branding, depending on what you're trying to brand, it shouldn't cost you. I think it's gonna cost you more.
It's more money to cost them.
Definitely more money.
You want to push. You want to go all the outlets.
Yeah, several avenues.
There you go. So that's why I was like, wait, which one are you referring to? Because I would think branding depends on what your craft is, what you are trying to put out there.
Well, then, like I said,
so that might not
just be a
take.
person.
It might not take as much money to do that, but to put it out there and then me become larger than life or whatever the case may be, then yes, it's gonna take money, bread to dish out.
Yeah. And money and bread, and it's gonna take time. It's gonna take
dedication.
it's gonna take effort.
Patience.
Patience. A lot of people think once they do like that, once they blink their eyes, everything is supposed to just, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Like they want it microwave. They want it to be
and it doesn't work like that.
It's already, you know, I wanted to be cooked in 2 minutes.
That's because they see somebody else that's already doing it. So it always like, well, they did it. I do. Yeah, but you know how much less material they didn't put into that.
Right.
So for us, when we see the end product, it looks like it's instant because we never heard of it.
That's what. There you go. There you go.
Not. They did that.
That's what we don't know how hard they worked.
Yep.
Mika.
Yeah.
How hard they worked and how many times they might have failed. You know what I'm saying? To get to the point where they are now, you had to learn. You know, so there's a whole lot that
it's
can go
a method
into
it.
It's definitely a method to it,
and that's why it really pays off to make the goal, like to keep going.
It does.
Persevere.
It does.
Yeah,
just trust me. There has been plenty of times where I just want to say, you know what? Okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
But it seems like every time I get to that point in my head, or I used to get to that point in my head, God used to sit me down and say, listen here,
Just keep going.
I never, ever give people stuff that's not for them. You know what I'm saying? And I gave you a talent, and a gift. I gave you a gift, and I expect for you to use this gift.
That part.
So be patient.
Yeah.
Don't, you gotta be patient, and then you look at like, well, how come this person, well, you know what, that person might shoot up faster than you do, but might fall
Quick.
fast too.
Yeah.
Could always happen.
And I can't look at somebody else's success and journey
Determine
and
yours.
expect that that's gonna be my success and journey.
That's why you shouldn't be looking at their
Comparing
success
yourself.
already and thinking, I'm about to do exactly what she just did. What did you see her exactly do?
Exactly. And you know what's so funny? Because and I was also reading on the internet when it comes to like marketing things and stuff. They say, and I knew this too from when I used to deal with fashion. You can't expect for somebody else not to have the same idea that you have. So when they see your idea, it might just be that much better than theirs. They might, take a little bit, use a little bit, and you know what? That's
Tweak theirs a little
expected.
bit, yeah.
But my gift and
It's
my
yours.
talent is
It's
mine.
yours.
So it's something about what I do that's gonna make people come
As a
to me.
totality. Yeah, you might have something somebody else is doing. who doesn't have any event planning? Who
Right.
doesn't know how to manage? I mean, but for yours, it's uniquely to you.
Yes.
And you know the best analogy that I've ever seen when it comes to that, and I've seen it somewhere on the internet, I don't know where, but it said, if you go down the bread aisle, and you see there's hundreds, you know, dozens of breads.
Yeah.
So you're like, how many people can eat more than one type of bread? But it's not just for one person. There's a different type of bread for everybody.
Yeah.
So you go down that aisle, you can be there too. You have to just set yours apart.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes it's the package.
Yes.
Sometimes it's the
And
quality of
slices.
the product.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right. Going
Yeah.
back to the marketing, how much money you'll spend
Right.
on what you trying to
Exactly.
what you trying to push.
You know, so
You know what I'm saying?
Right. My point exactly. Okay, so it's good that we talked about this today because it's very important for us to know as business owners exactly the differences between branding and marketing. I mean, it was pretty much an eye opener for me, you know, because reading all that stuff and getting all this information and something I don't know, just sitting here, sitting down and just one day just thinking like I just really need to dive into this because I really need to know. It's important, and I'm glad I did because it taught me a lot. A lot of people, they talk about using the internet a lot in social media for marketing your business and everything, and it's good.
Yeah.
It's good that you do that, but they say you want to be careful also because just like the internet can build you up, it can definitely tear you down too.
Right on back down to reality.
And a lot of people only use that for their marketing source, and that's not a good thing to do. You still have to go old school, beat the pavement, beat the street, beat the street, hand out flyers, talk to people, sit out on the curb, do whatever you can.
Community events.
Exactly, participate in community events, do a pop-up. If 2 people show up to your pop-up, that's okay, but because the next time those 2 people gonna tell some more people and it's gonna be 4 or 5, but you definitely want to get out there and make it happen, and you have to spend money. As you said earlier, you have to spend money to make it work because if you don't spend money, how you gonna plan your marketing? How you gonna do it? How you gonna get your supplies? What are you gonna do? You can't expect for somebody to order something that they've never seen.
Right.
Or they only seen one thing of. They want to see multiple. They want to make sure that you're consistent with your products. So that's when it comes to your branding. You want to make sure that it's tight. Your brand is tight. It's airtight.
And ready for marketing. One of the things you brought up was those pop-up shops. That has become like in the last couple of years one of the better tools, especially for small businesses to use because you can go to there are free pop-up shops that you can be participant in. Then there's those that have a fee, a small nominal fee that you can, but they're still good because it's still giving you the opportunity. You don't have to have
meet and greet,
and
network.
And
absolutely, that was key. The network.
Yeah, the network part is the best part.
Because
I know when we did the Obama ceremony.
Happy Black History Month.
Yes.
Black girls go.
That shirt is bomb. That shirt is bomb.
Yeah, I love that.
Although Black Tea didn't do this shirt, we definitely do custom shirts like this as well.
We
so we own
Black
that.
Tea did
We own
this.
it. But Black Tea did do this. Yes. We own it. We own it. So anything. But yes, the Obama street naming here in LA.
Yes, that was a good time.
Was good. Marketing met so many people. And when I tell you that, went there without huge expectations. This is how awesome it is, and this is how good when it comes to you really being able to talk and market and customer service. Because honey, my girl was working it, baby. We was there, we was doing our thing.
She got to get some gas.
We missed her when she was there. She was there, but that's okay.
We had at the next one, held
it down. But we met so many people, and sold the table out, honey. It was other people that was packing up so much stuff when it was leaving. We didn't have nothing to pack up. Really.
But guess what? But not only that though, let me tell you how good. How I don't even think she remembered this. Maybe she might, but my girlfriend's daughter did artwork, and we put it up at our table and was trying to sell that. And somebody else.
I had somebody else.
Talk about networking.
I had an artist. She wanted to sell her stuff. I was like, bring it on. We put her stuff in there, talked about the artist, gave the artist information, and we sold two of her pictures.
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. That's that networking.
Yes.
Just being opportunity for someone else that might have not had the opportunity
to buy it
or was in on at that time.
Yeah. And that also too is gonna make other people when they do get to the point to where they can,
they're gonna reach back.
They're gonna reach back to me. They're gonna remember that I was there for them. And even if they don't, I don't expect for that. That's why I do.
But even if that person doesn't, it's somebody else.
Somebody else is, But that's the building the community, building that, paying it forward, right?
Yes.
And I enjoy it though. I enjoy supporting other people,
that was the best
and marketing
because we sold
helping other people
right,
as well, myself too.
Yeah.
Because we sold some stuff for her, and it was just like
it was
awesome. They might not even have had the opportunity to do it.
Right.
It was only a couple pieces, but it was still because our stuff was.
It was we sold out.
We was selling out, y'all.
Before we even opened, before the event even started, the vendors, that's mine right there. That's mine. The people, that's mine. I was like, oh my God. I was like, we gonna have that no table, you know.
And that's when you know you have quality stuff when people wanted to really purchase it and buy it, and you know what I mean, just from just seeing it and being able to touch it. So imagine what you could have done if you had just been a little bit more prepared and had that extra stuff. And now that's key in business. Of course, that's another part of business. Is making sure you have inventory and all that type of stuff. But the simple fact, like you said, you didn't know the expectations.
Right. And I didn't know and I didn't have a lot of stuff. It was like last minute. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm in there. You know, we in there. We coming. Black people gonna be there.
We got it.
Whatever we got, do that shirt back.
That's right.
But you know, but everything was flying, honey, and I was just I was so happy.
I left with something. Matter of fact.
Yeah.
I got that person from Victoria.
For her birthday. So it's just, you know, it's really good to just stay on top of it. You know, I'm definitely gonna stay on top of my marketing. And now that I know that the brand is tight, you know, Black Tea, it's tight.
It's complete,
y'all.
It's complete.
You know, we know exactly what we're doing. We know exactly who we're targeting. We know exactly where we're going. We're open to everybody, but we definitely have a target audience that we're working towards. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got that, you know, that 25 to 45, you know, age group demographic, but we definitely, you know, reach out to everybody else.
I think she better bring that up to 50 because I'm in the she just put me all the way out. So wait a minute, I'm not in the demographic.
Y'all wouldn't even
hold up.
Y'all wouldn't even know that she wanted to say it.
Okay, I'm looking out for my 45 and over crowd that don't look like it. That's all I'm saying. Bring that on up to 50.
Baby, that lets you know that we can definitely serve everybody. We can serve them younger.
Just like Nike.
We can serve them younger. We hooked my little cousin up, all her little t-shirts for her little girl, 16. So, come on now. We can get them. My grandbaby did hers blue clothes, you know. My nephew. And you know, now, you know, honey, we doing it all now. We got balloon weeks, we got it all, baby.
I'm telling y'all need something, we got it.
We got you covered. And that's the good thing about it is that when you come to us for something, you know,
it's a one-stop
shop. You don't have to worry about dealing with so many different people for your event. But if you need something that we don't have, we're definitely going to find it for you. We're going to control it. We're going to make sure that, you know, we take care of it. You don't have to take care of anything, you know, and that's what we want. That's how tight. That's how tight the brand is, right? Okay, so let's go ahead before we wrap this up, and we're going to talk about who's in the news. You know, now this you know, this is kind of a, you know, a sad one. You know, guys, we definitely want to, you know, send all of our prayers and thoughts and condolences to the Bryant family. You know, the tragedy that just happened last week with Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and all those other people that was on that helicopter was just devastating. It was just devastating. It was a hard hit for LA, definitely.
Most definitely.
Definitely, you know.
LA,
because, you know, this is his home, but definitely everybody all over the world has felt it. You know, hey, you know, take some time, my guys. You know, give your loved ones a hug. Give them, you know, give them a call. Let them know that you care. Let them know that you love them. And keep in touch. And you know what? I say it right after that happened, you know, going through some things with, you know, my other family members and everything. And like I told, you know, a couple other people in my family, like, stop the arguing and fighting. You know, it's not even worth it. You know, if you have an issue with somebody, talk about it. Resolve it.
Nip it in the bud.
You know, understand that, you know, your thoughts are yours, my thoughts is mine. We're gonna come to a conclusion. That's gonna be it. There's no right or wrong because we're all made differently. You know, so don't let something hang on, because if you let that hang on and you get into it with somebody today, you guys are arguing and fighting, and then that person's gone tomorrow, now you're going to be feeling bad because that was the last thing. Right. That was the last interaction with that person was a fight. Like, that's horrible.
Right.
And we're not saying that you're going to have disagreements and arguments, but they shouldn't linger on. They shouldn't turn to grudges. They shouldn't turn to years. Especially with people that you call
your
yourself
family, like
your family, you love me, close friends and things like that. We need to make sure we make those right.
Let them know. I might not pick up the phone and call you every day, but I'm going to call you. I'm gonna shoot you an email or a text message or something. Just say, hey, how you doing? Just thinking about you.
Right. That's the one other thing that I do like about the Instagram and Facebook.
It
keeps everybody like my Louisiana family, my Houston family, and all my friends that are all over the place. It keeps us all connected, and it feels like they're right here with us.
Sharing whatever you're going through.
Yeah, I know what's going on with them. They know kind of what's going on with me as much as I put out there.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I like that about that. But you're right. We need to reach out and make sure that we stay in contact and don't hold grudges. I'm not a grudge holder.
Life is too short. Life is too short.
Yeah, I just know that.
This tells you right there. This tells you right there.
Yeah, it's a reminder.
It's a reminder. It's a reminder.
I'm quite sure when he left, his wife and his other kids, and even other families, they were going to go do something for,
But they expected him to return. They expected both of them to return. All of those families expected their family members to return. There was a husband, a wife, and their daughter. Right. Then it was a mother and a daughter. Right. Then it was a
mother
that was there with
she was just by herself. Mother three. Then it was Colby and his daughter, and then it was the pilot. And it's crazy because they said that pilot is one of their like top pilots. He was one of the top pilots, and it was kind of crazy to me. And I'm not going to get too far off into the details because I don't know specific details like that. But just from what I read, just the fact that he, reached out, he was hovering and reached out for assistance and didn't get the assistance that he needed, which caused him to have to, backtrack and hover over. And then unfortunately, he ended up in the fog, just crawled in on him.
And that's what LA fog does.
LA fog, it will creep on you,
Right on in
it will creep on you. I know a lot of people are in the news and they're bashing this man and everything, and I can almost guarantee you, in my heart, I can't guarantee you from facts, but I can guarantee you that in my heart, I do not feel like that man did anything that he would thought that would kill him and those people. I'm quite sure he thought about his plan. He thought about what he was going to do, and that's why he sent in that that message, that request for someone to follow him. He was looking for somebody to guide him, but then they couldn't send anybody.
Right. But it's just
things. It was an accident. It happened. So people stop bashing this man. Let him rest in peace. His family has to grieve him as well, just like everybody else's family on there have to grieve them. But we definitely want to send our condolences and prayers out to all of the victims' families that was on that helicopter, and just
praying for our nation too, because we all mourned at the same time.
It was
wake up. Definitely a whole different kind of feel. To feel the whole world at the same time, mourning the same way.
You can definitely feel the vibe of everything.
And I just want to say this because a lot of people, some, whatever you want to call it, would say that, hey, we are idolizing this man. Well, not only was he a great player and he served the LA Lakers for 20 years. It wasn't about him as an athlete, even though some people really,
that's how we
admired him and came to know him.
Yes.
But it was just the totality of his life, and knowing that he was just at the beginning of his second stage,
and he was awesome at his second stage.
And he was awesome at his second stage.
Yes.
And someone, several people I've seen, make a quote that, hey, it's just the same as, you asking for somebody to give you prayers for your loved one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he was a celebrity at a whole, but he was somebody's loved one as well. So it's like, and we all felt like we know him and connected to him some way. Brother. Especially with all these arenas that he was in, with his women's league and his women fighting for women's rights. So equal pay.
Yes.
A lot of people were connected to him more than just him being a Lakers
coach for his daughters.
Right. Yeah. So I will go back to say that. Yeah, it's not about people idolizing him because there's plenty of stars who have passed, and we feel bad for them.
And we're just mourning the loss that we're not going to see what was coming.
And it was so tragic. It was so tragic, of how it happened. I think that's what hit people. I think if it was something that was a build-up, maybe if he was, sick or in
Sick
the hospital,
or right,
it would have
right.
been a build-up. But because it happened so sudden, it was so
Yes.
tragic, and he was on his way to a game, that his daughter was gonna play, and his other daughter was at her game. It was just something that was just, and again, that suddenness.
That's when you don't know.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
When you're not
Life is like not even a gamble because you're not gambling, but you should treat every day like the last day.
Man,
so
live it,
like,
live
gotta
it, live
do
it.
what you're supposed to
live
do.
it,
Gotta
live
do
it,
what
and
you
love
gotta
your family, love each other, love your friends.
And let them know. Let them know. Not just love them,
I
but
tell
let them know.
my girl all the time. I love y'all. Tell them all the time. I bet be like, she say it all the time. I say it all the time. I love you. Okay, love you, girl. Then you gotta hear it.
Yeah.
You gotta hear it. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you guys.
We really appreciate you sitting here at the brunch table with us every Sunday and joining in the conversation. Make sure you give us a comment, say something, let us know that you either like or dislike what we're talking about, or throw something out there so we can get a conversation going, as well. Check us out on Instagram at events _at _black tea, the website at blackteacomplete.com, and make sure to check out the I messed up. I said the website, right?
Yep.
Okay, website. Okay, everything. See, I'm too excited. I'm too
I
excited.
know.
We're gonna calm her down a little bit.
Thank you guys so much. I love you so much, you guys. And until
y'all.
next week, let's connect and let's network. Bye.